Hello. I have a nifty little trick that I want to show you on how you can take this image. I have different images that on the patterns you could actually change the color, and I'm going to show you how using PhotoPea.com. I'll have a link to PhotoPea with this post. And so in order to change the color, we want to go up to image on the top bar here. We want to select adjustments, and then we're going to scroll down until it says hue saturation. We want to select that, and then we have the pop-up here, and it has the hue, the saturation, and lightness. I hardly ever change the lightness. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide the hue so that you can see over here on the left, this image is going to start to change color. So I'm going to go slow, and then you're going to see it's starting to go into green hues, and then we get into going to start into the aqua, the blues, and then you go all the way, and then it's got a darker blue. Now what I want to show you here is the saturation. Watch how that changes just by sliding the saturation. You're going to see that it becomes more vibrant and turns into a different shade, and it changes the color completely. And so a lot of times what I'll do is have whatever project that I'm working on layer over the top of this. That way I can get a direct match to the color that I need. It's one of my secret tips. And so you just slide the saturation to change the hue also. It just pops. There you go. You've got royal blue. Now watch as we take this and we start to slide it. You're going to see that's a lot different than what it was the first time because we have the saturation set higher. As you start to lower the saturation, you can see that the color starts to get softer and starts to get more of a grayscale to it. I call it kind of a vintage look. But we want to go, and then we're going to scroll back, and you can see that the green is different, completely different. Just one second.
Call from Collins.
Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and slide through the greens, and we started that. And that's one of my favorite greens right there. It's like a sea foam. As you go and slide it to the right, you're going to get more vibrant. It's going to get really super bright, like a neon. And so you just kind of want to adjust really between the hue and the saturation. But to get to the pink, here you've kind of got like a gold orange. The more you increase your saturation, you'll get the orange. But I want to show you how to get to pink. That's kind of your red scale right there. You can write down the numbers if you need to have a reference. I don't anymore, but when I first started doing this, I wrote down everything. So as we go left, you're going to start seeing pink show up, and you can get hot pink by sliding it right, or you can get like a dusty rose. As you start to go left, it's going to get darker, and like I said, it'll turn more grayscale. But the farther, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Then we're going to get into the purples. And I think purples, they look pretty in the 35 to 40 range. I like that right there. It's kind of a soft, but you can go as bright and bold as you want. And then as we go this way, it's going to get a deeper, darker purple. And then you can increase the saturation. But it's wild how you can take one image and make 1,000 images out of it with different colors. Literally, you can save 1,000 of these in different shades and colors for your future projects. But it'll start going back to a blue again, and I'll show you what happens. If you take this and you go all the way, you've got a black and white image, your complete grayscale. And so you just you want to start increasing the saturation to match the color of your clip art. And this, likewise, I really don't use this. It'll really darken it, and if you're going to print, you do not want to do that. And the same goes here for going to the right, it starts to wash out your image and it will really mess up your printing. So I leave the lightness at 0, and I really don't touch that. But once again, you just slide the hue and it'll give you all the different colors. And if you want, I can show you later on how to get deeper colors, but you don't want to do that here. But for today, just play around with the hue and saturation, and you can use any of those images that I just posted to play around with. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this tip. Thanks for watching.